Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be doing the weekly box and chest opening. I'm going to turn down the sound for some of it because it's actually quite loud. I don't have as many of these chests this week, but I want to open up all these ones. Green was quite expensive at the minute, so I won't be buying any of it. Let me see. I'll do is I'll buy some of this instead. I'll go get some of these chests real quick. I haven't really been on this game this week because of my injuries and stuff and things, so I only have a few things to open, but I still said I'd do the live stream anyway on it. Alright, I'm going to turn down the volume of the game for this because, as you guys know, it gets pretty loud when opening up these chests. Some of them I'm just going to speed run through, some of them I'll just let open normal. Alright, so these ones I'm actually going to leave until last to open. Let's start with these ones. that's them ones open, so I'm going to stick these into the chest for now. I also want to open up these actually. I'm in the wrong area, didn't I? I did. Put them in here. So these chests can go back in. Alright, so now let's start off with chaos chests. Oh, one. I have to come out of that menu. I might just speed run through this because there's a lot of chaos chests. Anything that I receive from the chest, you'll see on the bottom right hand side because I've like brought everything to the top, so you'll see everything on the right hand side. The last ones I'm going to open is going to be ones for the gems because you know that will take the longest to do. Okay, that's done. I'll open these. I'll open these. I was doing some delves this week, that's why I have actually so many of them other ones. Alright, so let's get rid of some of these. And then we can move on to the other chest. I'm going to put away some of these items into here. And then I'll transfer them into the other chest then when I'm done. Okay, so I'm going to open up these. These are really loud to open. That's why I have the sound turned off. I might actually empty my inventory. Just means then I can put more items in. Alright. I know a lot of my viewers and even people in the game have asked me, how I have so much money, and I'm actually going to show you guys that on screen today. But once we're finished all this, I'll show you. I mean, at the moment, I have very little money in the game. Simply because 8 days ago I had an accident and I just wasn't able to play anything really. My hands had swelled, my ankle was busted, my two knees were busted, um, my right arm was busted, my right shoulder was busted, my left hand got busted, my right hand swelled. It was just a rough week. so I didn't get on the game as much as I usually would. Like, it was funny because I actually got onto zombies on Monday, so it was 2 days after I had my accident, and I think I died in round 10, and I was like, yeah, I can't do this today. So now that the movement and everything has come back into my fingers and my hands and the, you know, my shoulder and my arm has started to heal up, I can actually move and play the game. It's definitely been a rough week. A bit of all these. I was just gonna open these off stream, but because I actually haven't really streamed that much, I wanted to. Or I didn't have that many of the other boxes. I wanted to actually open up these on stream. Because I know people have also asked me how I have so much cosmic dust, and this is actually why I have so much dust. Because I only play in the Goldie world, so I don't play in any other world. Technically, you don't really need to play in any other world because you get the boxes from the other worlds too in Goldie, like this one here. I will be keeping the crystal gems I get out with this though, because I need to put these gems onto my other classes. I didn't need to keep them for cosmic because I already have all the cosmic gems maxed out. Right, these I'm actually going to put into the box so it makes a little bit more space. open up these. There's like 100 and something in this. There's 71. The other one's 82 and then 23. And then I'll open up the Gearcrafter chest and then I'll open up the Dragon ones. Okay, let's open up these Gearcrafter chests, see what we get out of them. This probably will be the last box opening for this month. I'm actually going to wait a whole month before I open up the next ones. Because I want to upgrade one of my other characters to at least a 45,000 per rank. Um, and then start opening the Gearcraft Evolves also for that character. Because I know now that I have all my C5 bows, I need to kind of concentrate on getting C5 guns and C5 melee and C5 swords and so forth. So, and I also want to have a big selection of boxes also saved up. C5 face, I'll keep that. Okay, so that C5 face can go into the box for now. And that can also go into the box. Okay, so down to how I actually make money in this game. Okay, so you guys know that I have Dragonite pouches and eggs. Where are my pouches? Okay, so there's my pouches. And you guys can see that the amount of eggs that I have. I have very little at the moment because of, well, as I said, I had an accident 8 days ago and I haven't really been playing. But usually this whole side is almost full with eggs. Um, I'll buy that real quick. I don't know why, but I always use that when I'm opening these caches. And And there's also the star that I use. That star. So I'm going to be very open about this. So it's how I make the money is mostly done on eggs and pouches. Um, I'll show you guys the kind of money that I have at the minute. I don't have very much, I actually have nothing really at the moment. Um, I also deal with these depth cores, which are U15 worlds, and then the materials from U15. So, where is that? There's this here, this one, and this one. They all make decent money on Marketplace. So, if I was actually anyway good on Tuesday, I would have went in and actually mined on mining day or on gathering day on U15. Um, but I could barely move my hands, so I couldn't. But I'll go into Marketplace and just show you guys the. Okay, so these are U15 materials. You see, they make a decent amount of money for what they are. And then there's no, it's not. What's it called? Depth core. No. Oh my god, what's it called? Oh, depth core. And that makes massive money. And why that is actually so expensive is because you need that to actually upgrade your C5 gear. That's why that is like so expensive. But you can only get it from 5-star dungeons in U15. And if you're a U14 player coming into U15, you will not be able to do 5-star dungeon solo. You will have to piggyback off someone. 5-star U15 is more so for endgame players, so its difficulty is kind of crazy. Even this character that I have, it's not fully maxed out. Um, but even this character would struggle in it. You can even see the depth recipes are crazy amount of money, and people do get that kind of money from it. That's the thing. And then the other way of making money is dragon eggs. I'll show you guys my marketplace. You'll see exactly, the kind of money that I'm making it. So yeah, there's well over 100 million in dragon eggs right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw one of these down, and we're gonna start opening these caches. I'll kind of speed through them and show you guys at the end what. Actually, hold on, I'll do it this way so you guys can see what I'm actually getting. The one egg that is very sought after, bro. It's extremely rare and you can actually get them from these caches, is the Pyrrhic Dragon Egg. They go for upwards of 20 million on Marketplace. And how I get these dragon caches is I actually buy them from our Marketplace. So sometimes people will sell them for like 15,000 a piece or 20,000 a piece, and sometimes the ones who are selling for 15,000 a piece will sell 100 of them at a time. The ones that sell them for like 20,000 a piece are usually 1,000 at a time. And I'll go in and I'll buy like 1,000 of them or 100 of them or whatever amount, but I refuse to go above like maybe 24 million, 24,000 for one. That's a bit expensive. But anything under that, I'll buy. You would know the Pyrrhic egg if it lands. It's like a really, really gold, almost like a box shape, um, or a block shape egg. It really stands out. The last one that we got there, that's not the Pyrrhic egg though. I know that one stands out too, but that's not the one that I'm talking about. I might even get one in this round. But I hope over the next month of gaming, um, that I might have like maybe 10,000 of these to open. Alright, so that right there is still a decent amount of money. You're still talking, geez, you're talking, I don't know, about 30 or 40 million just in these eggs, at least. Um, what I'll do is I'll go into Marketplace and I'll show you guys. So, let me see, what have I got duplicates of? Okay, well, I'll take out this, I'll take out this. I already have that one up, I think, but you can see kind of the price that they're making. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to come over. But yeah, that's like 4 million just in them three eggs. That's like 7 million in four eggs. 8.5 million in five eggs. 9 million in six eggs. 11.5 million in seven eggs. 13 million in eight eggs. You see, it kind of all adds up real quick. And that egg there is expensive, to be fair. That egg was always expensive. But I could stick that up for 30 million and still get 30 million just for that egg. Even though there's two of them there already. That's what I'll do. I'll stick up for 30 million. Because I know I'll get it. Just like that one there, I know I'll get 25 million for that egg. then I'll stick these back up as well. I'll stick these up for um, I get these quite often, so I can undercut people and them. To be fair, but yeah, that's pretty much how I make money, guys. Like it's clean cut, it's simple, it's just a way of doing it. That's my way of doing it. Now I know a lot of people undercut me also in prices, and actually a few of my a few of you guys have actually watched me, put up credit pouches for a certain price, and then you guys have gone in and put up the same amount of credit pouches for a less price, which doesn't really bother me, it's because I could have got at one stage I had 20,000 credit pouches, so I always have credit pouches, even the new members that come into the club. I'll sort them out with all, master rank and everything like that to get their characters up. Let's take out some of this stuff here. We'll go to the other club world and put away some of this gear. Alright, so now we'll go into this one. Put away some of these. Again, these are more so used for new players that come into the club and just give them their items to unlock and get mastery. And now we'll go, what time is it? Okay, it's after that time, so we're gonna go and get a daily bonus. Now we're gonna go into the vault world and put away some of these items. I know some of you guys were saying actually before that you guys were lagging a lot in this game recently. Um, there is a reason for that. The update from Trove here was it last week or the week before? Um, they had a massive update, and that is because the servers went down for a while, for a good while, for a few hours. They're actually they were running Trove on cloud servers, and now they're transferring them over to proper real life servers. Um, so the game isn't as laggy as it used to be. But until they do the full transfer from the cloud server to the proper servers, the game is gonna lag. Now, hopefully, they keep them servers up to date, which will mean that the game will run smooth for everyone, and it won't lag and it won't crash and so on and so forth. Because this game is awful for lagging and crashing, and oh my god, like I mean, I was doing a live stream last week, and all that did was lag and crash, and I think I restarted the live stream like 4 or 5 times, and by the end of it, I couldn't like continue. It was just so bad. Every time I changed worlds, it would crash, or every time I get into like a boss fight, it would crash, or if there was a lot of people shooting at the same time, it would crash. It was brutal. So hopefully they'll sort out all that as well. Um, okay, so I'm gonna start putting these items away. I'm actually gonna stick that there so I can just transfer them like this. Again, all these items, like I was asked, oh, let me see, it was 2 days ago. Um, I helped this one kid. He was, I don't know, a 300 master rank or something like that, and he wanted to get some of these items that aren't very common to get. So I helped him out, and to be fair, he gave me a few dragon eggs, which are worth a decent amount of money. Now I had them dragon eggs already, but you know, people do that if they don't have flux or materials. They'll trade me with dragon eggs, or they'll trade me. I'll show you the items that people have traded me before. Um, for materials. So people trade dragon eggs. They trade the patron passes. They trade these Cumentos. Now, those Cumentos actually make a lot of money. Um, where else have they traded with me before? Um, they've traded those strong boxes with me before. Um, they have traded these afterburners. I actually got traded, I think it was over 1,000 these afterburners before. um, which was really good. Now I got rid of the afterburners and I just put them into adventuring, and then I got like a lot of clubs for the world and for the club world and things like that. So that worked out good for me. But yeah, people trade a lot of different things if they don't have flux, and I'll depend on what the the item is, I'll actually accept it. I actually want to take some of the items that were here because I think there's duplicates. Let me see, hold on. Let me go in here and get rid of some of the items that's in my... Okay, so I'm going to take everything out of this box. I'm going to do it into the other box because I think there's duplicates in both boxes. But I'm not sure, it's just easier to do it like this. Not that many duplicates actually. One duplicate. Definitely thought there was more. Um, I also want to check this box here actually because I know I have items in this box too. I just can't remember if I switched them over or not. I must have switched them over already. Sorry guys, my head is a little frazzled lately. I want to see if I can keep all the costumes actually at the top. And then that just leaves a small couple items then here. Which I can just stick into really any of these spaces. For now until I actually start getting more items. Um, but yeah, so today is Adventure XP day, so hopefully I'll be able to get Solarian to level 30 today. That is kind of priority today. I'll see about doing a live stream on it. I don't know. The game crashes way too much for it to be reliable. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I do have a few things to do today. I haven't really done anything in the past week, so I still have to go shopping. I have to tidy up my house. I have to do my floors. Well, I might not be able to do my floors yet, actually, because my arm is still swollen. But I definitely have to go shopping. I have to do some laundry. There's a few things I have to do today, so I haven't been able to do for the past week. Yeah, just I don't know. It's strange, it's strange not being able to do anything. All that I can really say to you guys is if you're going out in cars, on bikes, on bicycles, whatever you're going out on, just be safe because the slightest misjudgment or you know a lapse in judgment or anything like that can actually cause serious injuries. I wouldn't be one for preaching about, you know, health and safety and everything like that. But I am today because, you know, it was a misjudgment of mine that caused me to have Um, an accident that actually could have killed me, unfortunately, but it didn't. Um, but I was so lucky. I was blessed with luck that I didn't actually end up getting seriously injured. But yeah, for all you viewers there, just be careful when you go out, because you don't know what's actually happening in people's minds or within the world or anything like that. So it only takes a split second to change someone's life. Mine, I could have very easily broken my neck. Um, could have been killed. That's how serious the accident actually was. But yeah, just be careful when you're out and out on the roads with people, and as I said, for you on bikes or cars or motorbikes or whatever you're on, just be careful. It takes a second to change someone's life in a bad way. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'll just do this one dungeon here and then I'll end the stream. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and be safe.